I'm awake. I was falling asleep to the gentle music of this game. Hello. I think Dolly and Sky are asleep, so I'm going to have to press this button myself. And this is yet another one of those gay... No, Jura did it! Jura did it. Thank you, Jura. I was about to... We've still yet to cross the line where I have to applaud myself. You know, I'm also feeling fabulous. Somebody raided me yesterday and saw this picture of me in the background on Discord and was like, wait, is that a Chimken in the background? And now I can't stop looking at this hair and thinking, I love being bald, but maybe I should have pink shoulder length hair. None of this is true. None of this is true. I love being bald, but still, I like this hat. It's my newest. I'm showing it off. Sooner or later, we will go back to the big picture at the start of the stream, but let's do that. Hello, everybody. I'm back again for like the 5th day in a row, I think. Did I stream? I didn't stream on Monday, 4th day in a row. It's been a very busy week of streaming. I can't decide if this music is too much and I need to start the game. We will continue for a second. Let me just whiz through chat real quick. Kara, congratulations on the 1st. Holy crap, I did it. You did it, Kara. All it took was me going live at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Jura, thank you for... Jura, hello. I thought you did something, but apparently you didn't. Kara has contributed to the community challenge. Continue to do so. There will be clicking on that game that everybody does enjoy with the clicking and the thing that's a little bit sexual, but we'll get there eventually if it hits 50%. Fiddy, 100%. Fiddy, thank you for the subscription. You do not have to do that, but it is always appreciated. Thank you very much. 4 months. It seems to have whizzed by since you turned up in my chat that first time. I hope you are happy in the community. Thank you, Kara. Big Booty Chickens Monthly. Kara, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens Monthly. Please consider the attached Chanticleer chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Egwin. I like Egwin. Dear Jura, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens Monthly. Please consider the attached Orpington chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Excellent. That's two very good chicken names. I'm happy with those. They were a little bit out there. That was all very comfortable. What did you say about angry Scottish people? So today is going to work in 2 ways. Basically, yesterday when I played Forza 5, I had the intention on moving over to a cozy game later on in the evening. I didn't do that. So instead, today we're going to play Valley Peaks, which is a frog-based climbing game. It's cozy, it's wholesome, which is neither of the things that I tend to be when I play my video games. So strap yourselves in. This could be a very cynical take on this genre, but at the same time, it's got frogs in it. My partner, DollyWhiskers, is currently a little bit poorly in bed, is probably watching right now, and I figured they could do with a little bit of frog game. Frog game. Juro with a 25 stream streak. Holy shit. Is it really only 25? Jerry, you feel like you've been here a lot longer than that, because I feel like that was your first ever. I feel like that streak has been since the very beginning of you watching me. Jura's cool, everybody. Go follow Jura. Very gentle indeed. This music is very soothing. I'm about to fall asleep on the bus. Do not fall asleep on the bus. I hydrated you twice. I'm drinking this delicious can of Coke. It's delicious. I promise. Frog Detective game next. Probably not. I can't. So it must be from the start of me following you. Jura, you're very welcome here. It has been a pleasure getting to know you. I've said this previously. Frog game. I don't think it's particularly gay. I don't think it's particularly gay. Oh. Let me show off one thing on stream, because I received the music's going to stop because I found yet another game where it stops the music when I alt tab. Let me show this off to you because I have to show it off here. I'm not going to change. The deal at the time was, I think I said profile picture. I'm not going to change my profile picture on Twitch with the agreement of Jura, but you might remember a couple of streams ago, I was like, if you cut my name into a pizza, I will make it my profile picture. It is now my profile picture on Discord, but I need to show it off because I received this from Jura this morning while they were streaming, because they cooked a pizza and then they ate the pizza on stream. So I now own a photo with my own name carved in a pizza. Like, that's a thing. I could have that on a screen somewhere just slowly rotating, but for some reason it makes me extremely uncomfortable to look at. I don't know why. I think it's the ham. Like, I am a man, right? I'm a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man that likes my pizzas quite well done, and there is a certain amount of undoneness about this entire experience. And the pile of ham in the bottom left makes me feel uncomfortable in a way that I didn't know ham could make me feel uncomfortable. But this is now a thing that I own. Meats, when not orange enough, looks like flesh. Food photography, very tough. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm looking at it now and going, but yeah, I don't think you could have fit Chimken on a pizza. Like, I think you would have to buy a special stencil to, like, cut the letters out if you were to build a stencil that way. I don't think that was possible. But Jura, thank you. I've changed my profile picture on Discord to this, and I will treasure it forever. I had to move the toppings because it was so hard to cut them. I was that way. There's a very small mountain of toppings in the bottom corner. So not only did you destroy your pizza by typing my name onto it, you moved the toppings so they were all in one place. That makes it worse somehow. That makes the uncomfortableness even odder, because you touched all the toppings and then would have put them back. But having ate a pizza, like, if you take the toppings off and then put them back, they're never, like, adhered to the pizza as they previously were. Yeah, this entire experience is uncomfortable, and we will continue to move on. But I will have that profile image on a Discord for at least a month. I've put the 26th of August as the day I can change it back. I might keep it. I don't know, because at the end of the day, I don't think my Discord profile picture means that much in the grander scheme of things. Let's get rid of that. Let's send that back off to whence it came. It's gone back into the depths of hell, where it can't hurt me anymore. They kind of move by themselves when I cut in that direction. Bit of T-law when I was still young and pretty. I did photography study for 2 years. Huh. Like, food photography? Or, like, what sort of photography? Just photography in general? I've known a couple of photographers in my time, or, like, Dolly's sister did it, and yeah. I wish, to be honest, I did media studies in terms of photography in general, but more of non-commercial. I did, obviously, media studies, because I'm in marketing. I did media studies. Part of me wishes that I'd done the more, like, productional side in certain ways, especially now that I'm getting into the whole Twitch thing. But I can't use a camera for shit. I was never trained properly. I can point and press a button. I don't know about audio management and all of that sort of things. I read guides off YouTube. And that's what we do our best with what we're given. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. I've already covered a lot of this already, but this is Valley Peaks. It is a cozy, wholesome, frog-based climbing game. I have played games like a hard climbing game, and Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It, and I completed Only Up. This is sort of like in that area, but there's the art style is absolutely beautiful. And this is like, I think, a weird sort of like softer equivalent of those previous games. There are 2 more T-law bits remaining of this kind coming to Chim's chat near you. What do we have to do to unlock those T-law bits, Fiddy? I'd be really curious to know, so I can sort of plan ahead and sort of steer my content in that direction. But they kind of move by themselves when I cut in that direction. Yeah, no, covered that. Cat eye glass. On your question, Jura, about why there are angry Scottish people, basically we'll be playing 2 games today. Wholesome Valley Peaks, and then we will be playing Stillwater's Run Deep? Is that the title of it? Still Wakes the Deep, which is full of angry Scottish people on an oil refinery. It is a horror game, so if you want to stick around till later this evening, we're probably going to give this one at least 2 hours, if not more, and then we'll switch to the angry horror game a bit later on today, which is a little bit more in my wheelhouse. So the juxtaposition of today is cozy game, then horror game. You're not going to know what's happening. Are you scared of horror? No. I get jump scared, don't get me wrong, but I like horror games. I started out on Twitch playing horror games. Like, when I started Twitch properly, I used to do it always on a Sunday. We used to do horror games religiously, and now it's... The difficulty with horror games as a genre is good ones are really few and far between. There are a billion bad ones. There's so much shovelware in the genre of horror. Just sort of like repetition and just... There's just a billion bad ones. But I'm going to introduce you to the art style of this. Everybody knows the game by this point. If you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. My community are all professionally trained when it comes to telling you how proud they are of you. A big achievement could be... So, earlier this week, me and Dolly cleared out our wardrobes and basically said, we're going to wash absolutely everything. Like, regardless of if it's been worn, it smells a little bit like a cupboard, we're going to wash everything. And what I did this morning was get up, started putting those loads of washing in. So just as I went live, the last one came out and is hung here. And then all the washing is done for the weekend, so we can have a slightly more relaxing time than usual, because usually I work full time and have to do the washing. That is my achievement for the day. Every single item of clothing that we own outside of trousers is here on the drying racks. Air conditioner is on. It's a good time. Bad horror games can be so funny though, like bad horror game. The difficulty is there's so much, like, especially on Twitch, especially with Twitch, I think there's sort of like some people play bad horror games as sort of like a parody experience. They're not really taking them seriously. I like horror games. I like to be jump scared, but I like to actively be involved in the thing that I'm doing. I'm not trying always to make things a comedy routine, as much as I'm naturally hilarious. We all know this. But yeah, the bad horror game thing on Twitch just feels, the more I've streamed, the more I don't like it for me personally. Again, it's one of those things, I don't judge other people for playing those sorts of games, but it's hard for me. And like, Phasmophobia was always good, but it was always good to be playing with other people. It wasn't particularly scary. I feel like Chim lied there, naturally hilarious. Wow. There's one thing that we can time at 6 months, because there's no way it's going to tie into anything. The other will be mentioned when a topic will allow for it, like in the case of food photography of pizza. Okay. Oh yes, 100%, that's Chim. That's great, Chim. I did the watching yet. Amnesia the Dark Descent makes my knees very heavy and something in mum's spaghetti. The difficulty with Amnesia the Dark Descent is I left it too long. I played the most recent Amnesia where you're locked in the World War II bunker and absolutely loved it. I looked at the old Amnesias at the time and went, these are horrifying, but also at the same time, I can't stand to look at the graphics of them. I look at them and go, I need to play contemporary games, because I think I'm more scared by modern graphics. You struggled with a social media post for like 5 minutes straight, but I did it. That's your achievement. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Phasmo is ghost themed, but not a horror game. Not really scary. Does not really try to. I think it has its moments. New Amnesias are less scary, 100%. I liked the survival in a bunker. Every time you make a noise, the monster comes out and tries to eat you. And I liked the history and the world building around that. But it was like maybe a 5 to 6 hour game. It took me 2 or 3 streams to finish. I think if you knew what you were doing, you could do it real quick. And the thing that stressed me out about that game the most was they released it with a modding thing built in so people could build their own maps theoretically. I never went back and checked out if anybody did anything crazy, because I feel like there was a lot of room in what they'd built there for like custom opportunities, and I never went back and checked. Maybe that'll be something I try after stream. Okay. We're going to get the fabulous hair out. We're going to go in this bottom corner. Fee, I see you. On-screen celebration. Thank you very much for the screamy hearts. Fee, I hope you're doing good. Strap yourselves in. It's time for a froggy time, everybody. I assumed this game would work with controller, so it seems to. As you can see, I've not played before. I did the balancing, but it's a new game. If there's anything that sounds poor, please let me know and I'll try to fix. Also, there's one more thing. Scary games with friends or on stream, not the same. Yeah, I agree. Not the same as playing alone in a dark room. I think people like to see me poop myself. There, I said it. See, you do this. And then we climbed up. What's that? Can I pick that up? I can. I got one mushroom. Can I get a bike? No. A bag? No. A box? That's clearly got a face on it. Okay. What does this say? You can jump while climbing on a rock. Thanks. I'd already figured that out. Hi, Time Lord. Hope you're doing well. We're doing wholesome games today, Time Lord. It's so off-brand. Can you believe it? Apparently, we're collecting mushrooms. How is everybody? Dolly is in bed, sick, so we're playing wholesome games to entertain them. They are low on the spoonage. How do people normally sit while riding a bus? My legs feel so uncomfortable no matter how hard I sit. You need to man-spread. You need to assert dominance by man-spreading. You're leaving the area, turn back. Okay, we don't go over there. Going out on Monday for their birthday and then streaming in the evening, tucking them out. Okay, there's no fall damage. Confirmed, that was entirely intentional. 100%. The thing is that my legs are so short. Are there any grannies that you can, like, punch to assert dominance? Disclaimer, don't actually punch a granny. Frog. We found our first frog, everybody. There's a car there. Hi. It's nice to finally meet you. I'm from the climbing club in Valley Peaks. You could probably do with some climbing practice. Place a radio on top of that big rock ahead. I'm assuming that's what he means. Good news, everybody. I've learned how to punch a piano. That's the edge of the map again. I'm being very thorough when I think a game like this just wants me to go straight up the thing in the middle. Give me the mushrooms. I don't know what they do. They might be currency. Like, guess who is it with a driver for 100 points? Just play a fart noise on your phone and then just be like, oh, who did that? And then start a conversation with a stranger about who fired. That seems like a particularly healthy activity. That can end up in problems at all. I fell. I fell. I fell. Ah, see? Not as easy. I assumed it was gonna... We're fine. Optional quest. Scream, I'm gonna puke until there's an empty room around you. Can anybody smell piss? Like, on the bus, not right now. But, like, can anybody smell piss? I'm not insinuating that there's a piss smell in my streaming room. Or anybody gets that into their brain. Oh god. Oh god. No. These are all fantastic ideas. Hello. Why are you up here? You're the radio man, right? Here's a quick tip. If you fall off a mountain, don't worry. Us frogs always land on our feet. Can I just... Sir? Is there a photo mode? No, there is not a photo mode. Sir. Sir. What's unstick? Oh, no, it will teleport me back. Okay, that's fine. Sir, you're a gorgeous frog. I would like to take a screenshot of you. You will be on the thumbnail. It would be very exciting. You press this. And confirm you can't smell piss if there's piss to smell. Well done. On the radio, we have signal. And meet me up on the top of the plateau ahead. Up there? Okay. Oh my god. Who are you? Why are you here? What about this game makes you arrive? Because I freaking hate bots so freaking much. I just, good god. What is, nobody wants to click your links. You smell. There we go. They're gone. There you go. There you go, Kara. You can calm down. Is this legitimately a climbing wall? It is. What'd I get? I got bolts. Okay. I like the way you can just jump off of cliffs. There's a goblin person in me that never knows to drive. Sorry. There's a little goblin person in me that never gets to drive this flesh mech, but it is very creative. I like the imagery. I like. Okay, all signposts point to plateau. Is there anything over this way? There's a path. That's where we came from, right? That's the little house. I think it wants me to go to the plateau. Go, the lag is too bad. Gonna back to trying and falling asleep on the bus home. Enjoy, Kyra. I hope you have a safe trip. Don't let anybody sniff you while you're sleeping. People do that, right? I've never been. I can't remember the last time on a bus. On my end, not yours. I get it. That's how arms work. I don't think that's how arms work. We got mushrooms. Don't piss yourself. Bye. Whoa, no. That's the wrong way. If you head out off the map, everything gets very pixelated. Gotta get some camping in before this season ends. Remember to readjust your hands if the next rock is too far away. Gotta go meet Tony on the plateau. It's very important. Oh! Fuck. How many times is that? I should have a full counter. How many times do we think that's going to happen? Phoenix! Welcome. You've heard of Only Up, Phoenix. You've heard of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. But have you heard of a game where you are a frog climbing a mountain? I assume I'm a frog. Phoenix, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Leghorn chicken as a complimentary gift. They are Cluck Rogers. I totally meant to do that. I 100% meant to fall off that cliff. That wasn't an accident because I was dancing to the disco. Hello. Looks like you're ready for the real mountains. Keep going and I will meet you in Valley Peaks. That was the tutorial. I just got an achievement. You can pull yourself up onto angled ledges by holding down the jump button while airborne. But I want to go back to the orange frog. Ah, I can't go back. I have to go forward. Always forward. Okay, we can vault. Welcome to Valley Peaks. Let me introduce you to our climbing club. Climbing club will give you rewards for completing stamp cards by climbing mountain routes. As a reward for getting this far, here is a completed stamp card. Speak to my colleague below in the wooden triangle hut to trade it for a reward. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Don't worry, Mr. Frog. I'm just taking a photo of you. It's fine. So, why is this guy so buff? This pond has lots of fishies. I wonder how they got here. I mean, there's mushroom. I saw a bird. Got a mushroom. There's that giant. Is that a? That's not a. Is that a chicken? I never considered the fact that there might be a giant chicken living in the town. Oh, fuck. I didn't press... I went... Please tell me that saved. I meant to press settings, not main menu. Please tell me that saved. Oh, we're fine. That's fine. We've just arrived at the town. That's fine. It's saved at the mushroom. Ruh-roh. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna turn... I did it fucking again! Why is my brain like, that's where the settings button is? I think it's because most menus have a return to menu button, then quit to desktop. I think this last button is throwing me off because I keep thinking that's the settings button, but this is it. Let's turn the music down a spot. Okay. No, it's a good... Don't worry, everybody. It's a giant goose. Nice. You completed a stamp card. Let me take a look. There is your very own journal. This will keep track of your progress. If you want another reward, you'll have to complete 3 more climbing routes. I've added a new quest to your journal, which explains what to do. Complete a stamp card. Climb 3 routes by grabbing their wooden posts in height order. Install radios. Install a radio on each map. Okay. Goose. I can punch the goose. And it loves me. I don't know how to feel about that. Inky. Hey there, Froggy. Are you looking to unlock more gadgets at the climbing club? We are raising money for the climbing club by selling completed stamp cards. These act the same as the stamp cards you'd get by completing routes. Just trade them into one of our stamp vendors. For anyone who was curious, nobody. Honey-coated almonds with salt are surprisingly good. Salted honey almonds do sound quite nice, and I don't like almonds. That frog just stole a bike. Come back here, you ragamuffin. Hey there, gotta get in my workout. 100 more laps to go. Okay, we have an over-energetic frog. I was eating too much. Be careful with nuts, they can upset your tummy. Hey there, Squirt, remember me? You used to call me Uncle Bron. Your old Pyre and I used to go way back. We used to be climbing buddies in school. You used to be so tiny that I could toss you like a football. You're still kind of scrawny. Maybe I'll give it a shot later. Is that a threat of violence from Uncle Bron? I can't believe he moved away to the city when he had all these mountains at his doorstep, but he was so determined to change the world. I'm sorry to hear about his disappearance. Make him proud, kiddo, and fulfill his dream of placing those radios. Okay, now he's repeating. The mister just tried one, went and said they taste a bit like cereal. Does your husband not like cereal? I'm gonna become an influencer when we get signal. Then I can move to the big city and complain about my fame. Of course. Okay, I think we need to talk to people multiple times because He was a shot. You were a shot. There's some sort of tower there that we can head towards. Aha! I lost my friendship bracelet in the tall grass. I know I'm the official lawnmower frog, but we need to share the responsibility sometimes. Find Carl's bracelet. Find Carl's bracelet near Hollowtown. Okay. Apparently not this kind of tasting cereal. Is that the bracelet? He didn't look very hard, did he? It's a Chimken. It's a Boxy. How's it going, Boxy? We are playing a very off-brand wholesome game for me. Wow, you found it. Here's 4 whole mushrooms for your trouble. Thanks. Now to pretend like nothing ever happened. You mean, had I stepped slightly to the left, I would have been able to find that bracelet? And he's like, I can't do it. Getting over here, just about to make lunch. How far are you with the Elden Ring DLC at the moment? I think I need a spanner. Booktown Climbing Center. Hello. Brent. He looks like a Brent. All this late mail came through at once and we are overwhelmed. Do me a favor and deliver this letter to Crasher. You can find her in the Mechanics Club under Mount Brevis. I have 4 bosses left, 2 optional, 2 required, including final. You're getting there. All this late mail came through at once. Oh, you're just repeating yourself already. Okay, hello. I'm practicing for my scooter test. I'm pretty wobbly, but at least there are no roundabouts in Valley Peaks. Oh no, you are driving. Go away. Yeah, there you go. Hi. Tony is always fussing about late mail, but I always get it out on time with my super speedy scooter. All I need is my trusty moped, and I can do a loop of the area in under 10 minutes. I need to move up here, don't I? Because of the... There we go. Now you can read the text, just like Chimken. This mountain doesn't look too hard. What, this mountain? Most trouble I found so far was Gaius, funny enough. Beat Relina in 4 attempts, Mesmer in 6. I did Gaius, I think I was Spectwell for Gaius. Gaius I did in 1. I had 1 stream where I kept accidentally finding bosses. I was trying to get to one specific spot on the map. And every time I walked somewhere, I fought the giant, the Skadu tree, the giant sunflower looking boss. And then ended up with Gaius as well. Because I spent a good, I know why. It was an entire stream looking for, because I was going up and down the shadow tower in the middle where Mesmer was, trying to find my way to the next area. I ended up in every area except the correct one. Okay, we're climbing, everybody. We climbing. We are climbers. Why does that look like it's something? Got mushrooms in it. We safe. You can see the giant geese from here. I really like the midriff fight, but screw the entire forest leading up to him. Yes, that boss was so well designed with the sword that comes out of his body, but yeah, that entire area. Did you know if you can kill those weird madness creating orb creatures? There was a whole guide to how to do it. I just went through there as quickly as possible and didn't touch them. Shadow, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens Monthly. Please consider the attached Lakenvelder chicken, a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Chickaboom. Here I killed one, got the talisman, and never touched another one. I didn't know that it was a talisman. I just skipped over it entirely. We climbing, Shadow. We climbing. Oh. Sorry, I'm just up here to break your bottles. I wonder who placed this bench here. They must have had mega muscles. Maybe this bench has been here since the dawn of time. Yeah, okay, you'll just repeat yourself. Okay. Boost attack when madness is... Okay, a talisman I will never use. Good, I didn't miss much. Okay, we're fine. Okay, this gives you sort of an idea of where the next mountains are going to be, because there's this... There's the one in the distance. There's a couple of... Okay. I don't want to fall. Please don't let me fall. It'll take me tens of minutes to get to the bottom. Hi. Why? Hello? I've been waiting forever for you to get up here. I was desperate to see the child of the great scientist. Your dad was so cool. He even invented the radios you're placing. I wonder what happened to your dad. I haven't seen him around in years. Okay, thank you for the delightful insight. Is this Mount Hollow Summit? Do I just jump off when it comes to getting down? I occasionally like to do the big funny damages, so I might use it to one-shot Gideon or something. I wish you the best of luck with Redan. Is all I'll say. No. That was... I just did a thing. Ignore what I just said. I realize what I just said. That was a spoiler, and I'm very sorry if that was a spoiler for you. I did not mean to do that. That was... Shit. Oh, you already know. Chimken, I'm going to try and get through all of Alan Wake 2. You should. It is an absolutely fabulous game. Hard to exist on the internet with finding that out. I have literally... I would tell you what... I'm just going to say, I'm actively sweating. It's hot in here, but I'm actively sweating, and I felt my heart go... Duh, when I said that then. I'm so glad that you knew that information already, and I didn't just spoil that for you. Also, this is a game about climbing as frogs. If I've just spoiled Elden Ring for anybody, it's been out for a little while now. It's too late. I'm just gonna shut up. It's a good plan. I'm gonna try and do it on stream too, so I can clip my legit fear. You should try it. We have signal out here. Corporate is going to be delighted. Corporate told me you'll be Corporate told me you'll be up for promotion if you keep up at this pace. You can check out your map inside the journal to see what radios are left to build. Sure. If I was a map. Aha. Okay, shit, we've got loads. Hollow Town. So that town we walked through is Mount Hollow. Oh, sorry, Hollow Town. So what this game about? Climbing. I purposely went slow to let friends catch up, get past me so they could watch, so I figured I'd spoil stuff for me. Also, I've never played Alan Wake 2 games, but so many people have said they're great. Alan Wake 1, fabulous, not nearly as good as the sequel, but I like to get the complete story. There are some people that won't get on with Alan Wake 1 because of how old it is. Try to get the story in because it's super useful. Alan Wake 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. It is stunning. So, I've actually got a cold sweat on because I said that about Elden Ring. Can I? Oh, we're going to find out. Whee! Clunk. It's fine. I'm turning 36 in 2 weeks. I have no issues with old games. Hey, I'm 36 as well, and I don't take it. I think I'm what you would call a purist. I like playing contemporary games, When I play an old game, my brain, I just don't enjoy them now. Okay, so we went... I guess there are multiple routes up the mountains. Using both arms, climbing can be much easier than one. Some I will say... There are probably some very good old games out there, but I've tried to do the going back to games of my childhood thing multiple times. And I think I have nostalgia goggles for so many games that I played as a kid that just in hindsight, if you go back to them now, just don't hold up. Mario 64, as much as I loved it as a kid, I cannot enjoy it as much with the clunky controls. As far as I understood, it's quite literally about us frog climbing rocks and stuff, nothing more to it. My dad's, like, it's as thorough as... Let me just double check something. Make sure... Okay, just checking that there wasn't an emergency. Your dad has gone missing and you're in this valley to put radios on top of mountains, but really it is about the climbing mechanic. So it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like that, and it's like not falling, and it's grabbing this over here and doing a little bit of a jump and not fucking up. I'm fine. It's about having a little picnic halfway up a mountain. Boy, I love picnics. Ow. Ow. Actually, that's useless, because it's... And I say this knowing that Mario 64 is a landmark title that changed the gaming landscape, without which we wouldn't have many things we do now. It's not aged gracefully as, say, SMB or SMW. I have not... Can I let you in on a secret? I've never played it. We didn't have a Nintendo 64 as a kid. Our first console was a... And I didn't have friends with them either. Our first console was a PlayStation, and then we went straight into PlayStation 2. Of the people I knew with games consoles, they tended to be PlayStations. They weren't... Like... It wasn't that we weren't playing video games when Nintendo was a thing. It was just, I can count on one hand the amount of times I ever even saw one. Like, I just never had access. There are probably a load of amazing titles out there. My uncle was big into video games. We would just... Oh! Stay on the rock. Stay on the rock. Stay on the rock. It's so easy to fall. Okay, we're gonna breathe. Card pull, yes. If any of these buttons I'm about to press make me jump off this cliff, I'm gonna be sad. We pull the King of Spades. Which for some reason... Oh wait, that's polls. Prediction. Second time. King of Spades. Go. Get your cat. Please no fall. I try. I try my best. I try. We're fine. It's not the game I thought I would be stressed out by, but we were talking about this yesterday when I was racing on Forza. Like, games where your face is suddenly extremely itchy. This is surprisingly stressful. I won't take damage if I fall. If it was like a death, I could understand, but I could jump off this and survive, and it still messes me up. I was the only one to predict. It's not betting, it's predictions. Yeah, you are 100% correct. Have you ever played Unraveled? The one with the little, Is that the one where you collect memories and you're a little, like a knitted person? Dolly played it. We, back when we used the PlayStation 4 in our lounge a lot, Dolly played it on console. It was one I watched them play. Hey. Oh, I'm up here for completion. I'm up here for completionist's sake. I don't actually have to be doing this. Bonsai! Crunch. I don't need ankles, and I'll assume that this is the last one. That game is supposed to be cozy, but truly got me super stressed out. Did you play the sequel? I heard both of them were very good. And the graphics in it at the time, considering it was like an indie game that just dropped randomly, were beautiful. Okay. Here it's a ton of fun. You can play it solo too. Now there were a couple of games around that time that I never played. There was did anybody in chat play Trine? I don't know why I pained myself to say it like that. Trine? Did anybody play Trine? I heard very good things about that as well, but it was never one I made it to. Unravel was like the third game you ever streamed. How long have you been streaming, Boxy? I'll be honest, I can't remember if I raided you or if I followed you from somebody else's chat, but I have no idea how you ended up on my list, but I love your PNG tuber. The same as Uncooked for me. We stopped playing at home because it was... Uncooked stressed you out. We stopped playing at home because the stress it caused was too much. Small Pom, yes. Thank you. Wait, you're still playing what? Yes, I'm playing it after this. We're playing Scary Game. Hashtag Scary Game. Overcooked. Did you argue with your husband while playing Overcooked? Apparently my brain is cooked. Do you have an extra pair of underwear on hand? I do not get that scared by games. TLB, welcome to chat. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the community redeem. TLB, we are climbing mountain as Frog. Or Forg, if you prefer. Was there a game that ever scared you? What, like to put it away forever? So when I get stressed, I go quiet, which doesn't help when you're playing Overcooked. No. That wouldn't, would it? Because you have to co-op quite closely. What game ever scared me? There are games that have got me... I don't think there's ever been legit fear. Like, I've been jump scared, but I don't think I've ever sat there in like a constant state of, oh my shit. Alien Isolation is probably up there because I have a general fear of being chased by something. Stuff like horror games, if something's gonna get me like properly going, like properly heart pumping, it would probably be where I'm being pursued. One of the horror games where you're being pursued by something. But jump scares, yes, they make you jump, but that's what they're designed to do. Heart racing would be the pursuits, but nothing outrageous. I wouldn't say. A jump scare is a jump scare. It's like design. It does what it says on the tin. Were these? I feel like this one's harder than the last two. Started on YouTube 2015, then moved to Twitch where I streamed a ton. 2016, 2017 was in the second or third ever batch of affiliates, then had to stop streaming when I got a new job. Just really came back this year. I need to give you, I've raided Boxy multiple times, but I've really enjoyed watching them. Play Elden Ring as and when I can make it, and they're always a welcoming place when I raid as well, so please go follow Boxy. They have an absolutely adorable PNG tuber that I fall in love with people's PNG tubers. Like, I could totally, if I really tried hard enough, I could raid people based entirely off the artistic style of their PNG tuber, regardless of the person that they are. There's another person in the community called Pixel Maya, who has a cat PNG tuber, which I've always been very honest about in terms of I just freaking love it. Trade your complete stamp card into the vendor. I love my PNG so much it wasn't even supposed to be my tuber. It was supposed to be an emo. It's so good. It's so honestly so good. Punch. How do I have to get up the mount. I have to get up the mountain in less than 12 seconds to achieve that. Less than 12 seconds. I wish there was... Oh, sorry, there's one on every... Less than 9? Holy shit, you can speedrun these? This makes it a whole different game. Oh, no. Blue Yetis are still over $100. That's nuts. Yes, they're like... They're staples. Elgatos are always going to be expensive as well. The one I wanted was originally $150. Or the one I got. I used the World of Warcraft edition Blue Yeti X. Hey, we rushing. How quickly can we do this? This doesn't feel very quick. This doesn't feel very quick at all. Okay, the timer starts there. Holy shit. 9 seconds? Nine seconds. There are cheaper alternatives now that work better and just as well. Yeah, there are. Yeah, the difficulty with buying off-brand stuff, as much as I can appreciate not spending, I would never recommend to anybody that they go excessively in on microphones and so on at the get-go. It's better to make an investment. You don't know how streaming is going to go for you, so don't go out and spend £1,000 on your original stream setup. Buy something cheap that you can afford and slowly upgrade over time. But it is much easier to find better reviews on like the big brands by nature of what they are. Hey, I'm still using... A lot of people at my point have gone out and bought custom emotes and so on. I'm still using the ones that I bought from Etsy and I love them. Okay, I think I have to actually... I think the trigger is this. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. The irritating thing is to reset the timer, you have to hit the ground. Okay, we're not going to get too bogged down in time trials, but I feel like I might have awakened an addiction. Most people have a headset nowadays. Those are a great starting point. Most of the stuff isn't that mics anyways. It's how it's set up. I enjoy headphones. Like, I had these before I even streamed because I have a very comfortable set of Bose headphones. Would I recommend them for a starting streamer? No, they were very expensive. But when I bought these, they replaced the speaker setup on my PC, and this was before I streamed. These are very comfortable. I hate headset mics. I just don't enjoy them as an experience to listen to just deal with. I like to suggest a Behringer 2 and a ATR XLR. You just need to make sure you have the XLR adapters on your PC, right? All of my stuff is USB. And the XLRs use the big... I could be wrong here because this is getting slightly outside of my wheelhouse in terms of audio equipment. The XLRs have the big chunky, like, XLR plug. XLRs need a preamp, yeah. Unless you have a sound card in your PC. But does anybody here have a sound card in their PC? M2 is a USB mic, right? Nice, you completed a stamp. Let me take it. Good job, stamp card complete. Here's your reward. Binoculars. I just got hit by a car again. These can be used to see all the incomplete mountain routes in the area. Would you... Is he aiming for me? That's actually very clever. That's actually very as a tool that could be completely useless in a game. That's surprisingly interesting. Okay, I need to complete more stamp cards. UM2 is the interface that has the preamp and interface. So you connect an XLR from the mic to the UM2. This is well beyond my expert. I have a USB microphone. It's got a button on it, and I like to press it, and it makes noises. No, it doesn't make noises. It makes the opposite of noises. It records noises. Okay, we have collectibles. It's that sort of wholesome game. Hello. It's nice to see a fellow engineer. I'm in charge of making the big windmill work around the clock. Chim, UM2 is the XLR to USB device. I understand 2 of those words. Don't worry how I do audio stuff since I was a teen. I bought an Elgato webcam, but, well, I got gifted an Elgato webcam by the community, and I already had the microphone, and this was just an upgrade of the microphone that I had previously. Because I had bud earphones before I bought these headphones. XLR is the big connector, you got that right. Yeah, no, because I looked at an XLR when I switched to this mic, because I had a Blue Yeti Snowball. There's an ad. We will continue this conversation in 3 minutes, unless Boxy can hear me. Boxy, can you still hear me? I can. Okay. Yeah, there's an ad at the moment, so I'll get the big camera up and we'll just keep talking. You have turbo, that's fine. I had a Blue Yeti, a blue snowball, like one of the original blue snowballs, a white one, before I streamed, because I got to a point with a headset mic where I was just uncomfortable all the time. I have a huge head. Wearing headphones all the time is not comfortable. Or wearing certain headsets is not comfortable when you have a large head. So, I got a Blue Yeti Snowball. Big head havers unite, yeah. I got a blue snowball and a pair of really cheap iPhone headphones. And I used those for ages. So I had the blue snowball on the desk and I had the thing, and it was good because it was a directional mic, so I could lean right back in my chair and it would pick up everything. And then we were getting more active on Discord. We talked about giving my microphone then to Dolly's sister, so I upgraded to this one, and then when Dolly started streaming, they upgraded to this one as well, and then I started streaming, and the rest is history. But yeah, I paid out for a good pair of headphones like this because I knew they fit me because I tried on a pair separately, because one of the media executives at work has a set of these, which was extremely comfortable, and I was like, wow. The only negative, I think they're called Bose Quiet Effect or something like that. They're noise-canceling headphones. The only negative is you go through pads. They've got pads on them. And of course, if you buy them directly from Bose, they cost an absolute fortune, but then you can buy third-party ones that don't always fit properly. So you're sort of in a weird sort of headspace. You've got this nice set of headphones, but then if the pads wear out, you have to buy new ones. Do you buy them from Bose, and then they fit, and then are comfortable, but cost a lot? Or do you go to Amazon, just find a random pair that then fall apart or like don't fit? It's a weird balancing act. But yes, in closing, it's a future me problem, Chim. Comfy headphones are hard to find. I use the Bayer Dynamic D770 Pro. There's so much about this entire experience with the online content creation thing that comes to comfort. If you don't like to be on webcam, don't be on webcam. Have a PNG tuber, but realize that you might have be realistic. Realize that you might have certain bad things about being a PNG tuber above having a webcam. There's inevitably something, even if I can't think of it this second. At the same time, have a nice pair of headphones eventually. See if the streaming thing works out for you, then invest in your setup. That's what I've done over time. It's why I've got my new PC now, and it's working out real well. I'm giving advice. I don't think anybody actually asked for advice, but I'm giving it, so here we are. No webcam, how are you supposed to show your feet? Have you ever seen my feet? No bath streams. Yeah, be like me and be irresponsible. I have a chronically ill partner. I can't be irresponsible with money. I got to pay a mortgage, for God's sake. Not yet. That's a very ominous thing to say. It provides pretty much all the energy for the valley peaks. Oh, the windmill he's talking about. This is the windmill. Can we climb? We can climb the windmill. Can I climb the ladder? I can. Why does this windmill have rocks sticking out of it? I don't think they thought this... Oh, shit. I got my head... Fucking hell. Unfair. That is a good reason not to be irresponsible. Yeah, it's, because it's an old one. This is not a... Hello? This windmill must have provided at least a big number of watts of green energy or something. That was definitely a number. We found a juice box. We found one of 5 juice boxes. Okay. The town down the bottom is huge. There's just so much to this already. I'm probably going to be able to clear out the map and then work back through everything. So we did Mount Hollow quite thoroughly. I'm going to go... There's another mountain here to the right, which I think I'm going to head towards. It'd be really cool if I could put a waypoint down, but I can't. Which way was Mount Hollow? It's behind Mount Hollow. Mount Cone, Mount Anatole, Mount Thunder, Mount Hollow. It's that one over there. We're going to go do Mount Kroob. And then we'll talk to everybody on the way. Bunk. His eyes are weird. He's a frog. Be kind. We are not mean to frogs in this chat. If you are mean to frogs in this chat, I invite you to leave. Fictional frogs, actual frogs, the scientific concept of frogs. Hello. Lol. Dro, how's it hanging? The climbing club gets a lot of hype around here, but there is a cooler club, you know? The gardening club is popping off right now. If you want to join, you'll be the second member of a growing organization. If you can get me 5 seed packets, I will consider your membership. You can often find them lying around in residential areas. I think I don't play enough wholesome games to know. I'm just going to find people that give me quests throughout this, right? And other than climb mountains, this is like a... It's not... I think I'm just here to chill out and have fun. Is that a fucking chicken? Was that a chicken? I don't play enough wholesome games to fully understand what I should be aiming to achieve. Is this another climbing wall? Juice box. There's one there too. Can I jump it? You think I can jump it? Aha! I am clearly a badass. Hello! Geez, that was a long day. I had to fill in for Carl 2 days in a row now. It's feet picks with extra steps and customization. I mean, I probably won't piss myself. Like, probably. Thank you for the immediate follow-up with a hydrate. Delicious soda. I am the strongest and the best climber in the land. He has Coca-Cola water. It's the same. Why is this man's arms made out of sausages? It's liquid, it has to be water. It's got water in it, probably. I guess there's a certain amount of water involved in the production of Coke. Can't do anything to the balloons. Feet PNGuber is the future? No, it isn't. Back up. We're not doing feet PNG tubing. Well, back to lurking. It's time to return to work. Have a good stream. Thank you, Boxy, for coming in. I appreciate it. Not pissing oneself seems like a good plan. I believe in you, Chimken. Luna. This mountain looks a little challenging. And here I thought I was going to climb Mount Kroob. That's Mount Hollow. So do we go left to right to left then? How's it going, Luna? I hope you're doing well. Like, with a face and a big toe, I've seen, I can see that. I think I've seen that is the concerning thing. I'm 95% sure I have seen a foot PNG tuber. I can't remember where. It might have been a clip. How many, like... Am I commissioning a foot PNG tuber? Is this the... This mountain doesn't look too hard. It's a great day. I get to die a bunch in Elden Ring tonight. At least you're looking forward to that experience. No animation beyond basic rotation. What, that's what you want? Put feet VTuber in the face is the big toe. Hey, a VTuber is very expensive. If I commission a feet VTuber, there has to be... I need the community to fund it. I'm not made of money. A good one costs thousands of pounds, but I'd be very surprised if you can't just go out and buy a random foot VTuber. Climbing Crew, a story of love and loss. What are you doing here? Gotta get some camping in before the season ends. Do you have anything I can steal? I can smash his bottles. More bottles? More bottles. I don't understand. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh god, I've clipped through the mountain. Oh, and I fall off. There we go. Can we get a chicken VTuber with Seedlit's hair on it? That'd be fire. Eventually, maybe. I don't know. When I started the streaming thing, my plan was always to sort of like segue into VTubing, but I think I did it the wrong way round. I think the general accepted thing is to go be a VTuber and then put your face on a webcam. Now it seems a bit weird if I suddenly go like, you know what? You don't get to see me anymore. It's gone. Okay, then I'll do it. Kids in the future will call me a visionary. We can see the signal spreading. The plan is working. I read online that you can get gadgets from Climbing Club. Something about completing the colored routes. Maybe that'll make you more radios. Does that mean that there's... Oh, I get it. So this mountain... That's the ending. Okay. Those two that I went up were different colors. They weren't the one. They weren't how I was meant to end the mountain. Does anybody? I didn't start here, definitely, because there wasn't a frog here when I started. Chimken viewing privileges revoked. Now only Chimken VT for you. It's one of those things, right? I had this image that I wanted to be this really surly chicken on a pillow, just looking at the camera. And then I switch, and then I got a webcam and was like, nah, ship sail. IntelliGame normally streams as a person, but he has a VTuber avatar that he uses on days he doesn't feel like being in front of the camera. That is a nice way to do it. I think, though, the difficulty with that logic is a VTuber, like a good VTuber, is massively expensive. Like, rigging is an art. You have to pay for the design and the rigging, which is a completely separate skill that not everybody can do, that also costs almost as much as the design. If I do it, I want to do it well. I don't want to get one that's just off the shelf. Hello. As this one was drawn by an artist in the Discord called Sinner. And I love it. It's great. It's exactly what I like. They took my notes, they took some examples, and yeah, they came up with this, and it's I love it. It's simple. Bok. Babok. VTuber costs an arm and a leg solution. Single image of a foot with a smile. What, like my own foot? All you got to do is grab those wooden... What's with the hyper focus on feet today, chat? I'm meant to be the sussy one. Why are there so many people talking about feet in my chat today? All you got to do is... I'm playing the most wholesome game I've ever brought to you. Why are we on feet? No, I can't show you my feet. I'm a PNG tuber right now. All you got to do is grab those wooden roots in height order. Okay, this is what we've already concluded. So I got part of the mountain last time and started picking the wrong... I have to finish the route in a specific order. You get the audience you build, Chimken. Wow, Luna. I mean, when I logged in, feet were already being in chat, so I'm just going with the flow. Dilemma caused this somehow, and I don't know how. Da, 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 and then we jump. Where we're going, we don't need legs. The force requires balance, Chim. Is this... Are you still all upset with me because of that frickin' cucking game?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Mad. Hashtag mad. Hashtag mad, brah. And I did the radio. You disturb the force one by playing a very edgy-ing. This is one of the opposite that the universe is angry. Hey, I'm all over the place. I'm playing lots of games this week. I'm all over the freaking place. There we go. I attacked myself, and I'll give you a freebie because I still like these animations. Yeah, that's it. They are choice animations. Dilemma, thank you for the contribution. Okay, so this mountain is done. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's Mount Hollow, that's Mount Kroll. So now to Mount Tree. This is a lot more invested than I thought it was going to be. I'm really impressed by this game. Nice, you completed a scamp card. Let me take a look. Ever wanted a moment of breath? Well, here's slow motion watch. If you fall, you can activate it and jump again. How do I activate it? Oh, B. Okay. Off to Mount Tree. We are going to climb every mountain in the area. We have everything you could ever think of. Climbing mats, ice axes, and bacon-a-beanabas. I'm going to give no context to that pronunciation. No context at all. This map isn't so clear. It just has a big X on it. Is that a treasure map that you're holding? Da, 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 da. Tell you what. I'm just going to try it. We're going to try a hard one. And we're going to see how hard it is. But in the meantime, we're going to go grab this juice box off this roof. Hello. Check out my new designer glasses. These bad boys are mega expensive. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go, chat. You and me together. First hard mountain of the day. Nope. Nope. Okay, we've immediately hit a wall. I'm gonna call. I forgot to put a timer on, but we're gonna call that 5 minutes. I think that was less than 5 minutes, but here we are. Climbing, climbing. I'm a freaking frog. Okay, we did it. First level. Hello. Give me this. What's that? Sometimes you gotta change your perspective. Rotating yourself to face upside down rocks rather than looking up. Ew. Okay. Okay. I thought that was a cannon then for a second. Why the frick is there a cannon up a mountain? It's a red pot. I see you. Boss wants us to lug 5 jars of coffee beans up the mountain every day. Can you take this bean sack up with you and deliver it to the boss? It would help me out a bunch. Okay, we've got to deliver some beans. I think you've had enough coffee, Frogman. Oh, I see what he means about perspective. It does change it. The one saving, like, not like I'm enjoying this, right? The one major benefit, I think, the one thing that makes it stand above other climbing games that I've played of this kind, I can wiggle about on this rock as much as I freaking well like, as long as I've got the button held down. Imagine a climbing game like this, but your hands weaken. That's a big mushroom. Can I punch it? Whoa! No. Don't punch that. Hello. This is where we workers relax at night. It may be cold, but we are all snuggled up together in the tent. Perk of the job is a free cup of coffee at the top. Can I get a cup of coffee? I would like a cup of coffee. This is where we workers relax at night. Maybe okay, you're just repeating yourselves. Is this a cheat? This is sort of a cheat. Yeah, that gets you right up to the top of that last bit. That's a freaking house. How did you build this up here? We serve all sorts of rare mountain beans at our humble coffee shop. Unfortunately, we're all out of beans right now. Sir, I brought you some beans. How do I give you the beans? Oh, do I smell fresh coffee beans? It's a miracle. I can't pay you a wage, but if you speak to Gracie around the front, you'll get a free cup of coffee. Thanks, I guess. Bob told me you are the bean hero. Here, take a coffee on the house. You hear that, chat? I'm the bean hero. So many options to choose from. We got iced coffee, hot coffee, mild coffee, and even lukewarm coffee. Love. What's happening? Love me some lukewarm coffee. I hope you know your dad would be proud of you. Apparently, he was a fantastic engineer and did a lot of work in Valley Peaks. It's now up to you to finish what he started. The good news is, hardest mountain, and I fell. Fuck it. I would like this, please. Thank you. We're doing it, chat. We're gonna jump. Don't try to stop me. Superhero landing. We touchy, we jumpy, we bouncy. Why are there all the rocks falling off? I don't like it when the... Oh, God! Never mind. Imagine being named Lukeworm. I'm sure there is a Lukeworm out there somewhere. Pull one out for Lukeworm. Oh! I keep fat fingering the button that gets the binoculars out. If you've wondered why I keep accidentally going into that view, it's because I have fat fingers. No! I hit that rock too. I hit that rock at the wrong angle. Okay. This is a good warm-up for a game full of Scottish people. How do you know that these frogs aren't Scottish? These frogs could be Scottish, you don't know. Okay, I have to hit that bar, but I have to hit that rock. Yeah, hit it like that. Lukewarms too. Oh, there are actually people called lukewarm. I feel sad for them. Hello. I ate some yellow snow and now I don't feel okay. Sure. Great. He ate pea snow. Hopefully the coffee at the top will wash this foul taste out of my mouth. This is meant to be a children's game. Hopefully the oh god. Hello, this is a super popular route with tourists because of the amazing coffee shop off the top. I'm going to spend the night here and then climb to the top of the morning for the morning brew. Okay. It's literally all Scottish people. They are electricians, leckies. Like, Scottish people aren't the only people that call them leckies, though, you realise. That's just a British way of referring to electricians. Hello. I would drink 5 cups of coffee a day if I could, but I get hyper after one. Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, so we came up this way the first time, over there that time, so I'm going to see... Yeah, there's the yellow one. Bonsai! Bonk. I enjoy this game. Oh, that... my god, oh, I saved it. The freaking binoculars! If I die at the top of, like, the final mountain in this game to accidentally getting my binoculars out of my pocket, I'm going to be really sad. Oh god, I think I might have screwed it, because I need to continue up there. Marvelous looking hair today, oh chicky one. Oh my god, Pom, I thought I could smell you. I thought I could smell wet dog. How's it going, Pom? I did it again. Oh, come on. And I fell. All the freaking way. Okay. Try that again. Yeah, no, that's probably deserved. That's probably a valid one. What are you distracting for? Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Distraction's got nothing to do with the fail whale. Okay, I fell, so I now have to insult myself with a Shakespearean book of insults that I keep in a giant stuffed whale's mouth. It's exactly how it sounds. I'm a pestiferous, sodden-witted potato finger. Pestiferous means annoying, troublesome, dangerous to society, associated with pests or plague. Sodden-witted means ponderous in thinking. Made stupid by consumption of alcohol. And potato-fingered means I fingered a potato. Lecher. Sweet potatoes were thought to be aphrodisiacs and hence stimulants to lechery. Did you know that a sweet potato... Did anybody else here know that a sweet potato was once thought an aphrodisiac? See, Pom's excited to hear that. We press the button, we do this, we do that. And now I climb, everybody. Let's freaking climb. Did you know slimy oysters were... Yeah, oysters in general are considered an aphrodisiac. That's still a thing. That's not new news. An aphrodisiac. I don't like oysters. Does anybody in chat like oysters? It's a little bit like eating a snail. Sweet potatoes, the Spanish fly out of the 1800s. Halfway up the mountain, George. Okay, I'm all the way up the mountain now. Want a treat? I think he wants a treat. Let's get the cat camera up, everybody. I love oysters and mussels. It's a little bit like eating a snail, though, right? Mussels with lemon and garlic send me into divine state of being. I imagine mussels would be good like that. Also, if anybody else is wondering why my webcam is so dark today, behold!
50 Cent just cheered 20 bits.
This light source, which is driving me mental. I might have to buy blackout curtains next month. Mussels and tomato sauce is amazing too. I'll take your word for it. First visitation from the ginger cheese boy today. You know, sit. You have to come over here. Come over here. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. There you go. You like to go again? There we go. Ow! That was my entire finger. He just bit my entire finger. Hold on, because you say it both ways. Is it tomato or... It's tomato. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. It doesn't really matter. It means the same thing. It's tomato, though. Can we all agree? Tomato. Good boy. He's a good boy. Tomato. Then you would be wrong, Pom. You would be so wrong. It's fine. However you say it, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Flip the cards. 7 of spades. 7 of spades. Prediction. Choose. Potato. You call it a bath or a bath? Grass or grass? Ass or ass? Black. I would like to remind everybody that this is a wholesome game that I'm playing, so keep... Yes. You're just going to stand there and yell in my mouth? Hey. He likes to hear the echo. If you go anywhere in America and say, "Can I have a tomato?" you'll get dumped in a Boston harbor. I mean, can we just talk about the fact... Anywhere in the US, and they're going to drive me to Boston and dump me in the harbor. That's a bit of a weird threat. Like, so they're going to be so angry with me by saying tomato, they're going to dump me in the harbor. Free trip. Oh yeah, I really need to get from California to Boston. Tomato. Road trip. Second can of Coke, everybody. It's happening. Chimken is ascending to caffeine bliss. We get to jump off the cliff again, everybody. Are you ready? I'm saying everybody a lot today. I don't know why. Hooray! I missed. Hooray! Thanks. Okay. Wait, what? The reason tomatoes is tomatoes, but not a potato? Tomatoes, potatoes. There's... Big Chimken. I'm looking. You want... Okay. I'm on the big camera. Yeah, I just jumped off. You missed it. I realized the mistake that I made. But good news, everybody. I get to talk about why tomatoes... I don't fucking know. Okay, here it goes. All you missed, chat, was me jumping off a cliff. I think. It's fine. We've not done one of those in a while. I've not screwed up that in a while. Probably about a day, but here we are. 1 minute. Everybody, this is why tomatoes are tomatoes. Once upon a time, there was a language. It was called the English language. And then some people got in a boat and sailed across the ocean, and then they decided that their language was going to be slightly different from the language that they started with. Some of those people weren't actually English at all. Some of them went from Spain or like the other places that went to America the first time. But they all settled on the fact that that when they were going to speak English, that the language need to be slightly different from the English language, because you know what's good, what's hard about saying bin. Let's just make it 2 syllables, because that makes a lot of sense. Let's make it a trash can. And then what didn't help is that the English language in itself was basically designed by a bunch of cats in a bag. Like, they basically went, okay, we need an English language, let's throw some letters into this bag of cats, and then we'll fish them out, and that's how the English language was born. An elevator is a lift. Is called a lift because it also elevates you. A chip is called a crisp, but a fry is called a chip. Did you chip the potato first? Wasn't it largely invented by French people? The English language? We were talking about this in another chat, in another stream the other day. Basically, there are a bunch of continental languages, including English, that were they take their origins from Latin. It's why a lot of people say learning it's quite difficult to learn French if you already know English because a lot of the words are the same. No, is it easy? Basically, there are a bunch of languages within the European continent that are either harder or easier to learn. I can't remember which way it goes because a lot of the words are very similar, but that's because they were formed in Latin. German wasn't formed in Latin. Welcome, Ryan. Hello. We're playing a froggy climbing game, Ryan. I hope you're doing well. And I'm going to remember to actually make the camera small. I didn't really stare at the camera for a full solid 1 minute, but honestly, I don't know why there's a difference between tomato and potato and tomato and tomato. I tried my best. You made me pause the game for a bit. I hope that was okay. If my response was not satisfactory, you did wonderful. Okay, that's good. But I would refund you if it was not satisfactory. I found a photo. There we go. That bird has a quest for me. No, it's a shop. Nice, you completed a stamp card. Let me take a look. Here's a spanner. This should allow you to repair some of the broken down machines dotted around Valley Peaks. I needed a spanner. You'll need to find some bolts if you want to get them up and running. I have bolts. It's very exciting. English is French words. French was once a popular language, like English is today, if you can imagine that. But English and French are born of Latin, is what I was trying to say. At least I think they were. I'm not knowledgeable about anything except I'm knowledgeable about small Pom with the swoops. Thank you, Pom. You do not have to do that, though it is appreciated. Any languages around use French or originated words, not the same degree, though. But yes, English was also influenced earlier by earlier versions of French. You do not have to sub to me about it. Oh, look! This makes sense. A beach. We're in the middle of a mountain town and there's a beach. My kids are so excited about watching TV when we have signal, they won't want to go out with Mum anymore. What is going on with your neck? Oh, it's like shading? Is there any... Hello? No, nobody's in there. I'm gonna go swimming. Mum says it's the last swim before it gets cold. I'm gonna get a tan. I'm gonna tan so well. You're already pretty tan, friend. Can I put my hand in a fire? No. Hello. Why are you wearing a sweater? I love going for a swim in the river. It's perfect for cooling off. You are, sir, you are fully dressed. Can I just say that animated tail wag emote is adorable? I love it. If only because, based off my interactions with you in the past, I think you actually do that when you're excited, like stick your butt in the air and wag. My cousin told me there are sharks around here. It's an inland river. Your cousin lied to you. Done that. Mount Cone. Wait, no. Mount Steg. We're right next to Mount Steg. How are we doing on time? This mountain doesn't look too hard. We're going back to an easy one. Probably going to do about 2 hours of this game. So we're coming at 50. I've probably got time to do this mountain. Importantly, it is readable as a small image, which is generally super hard if you're not built in 8-bit Inspire. Wait. Oh, the tail wag. Artists do be crazy. And Pom does know a billion artists. I know this. If you go to Small Pom's Twitter, it is like a art jamboree. I fell. Okay, we're gonna try and get this done, but in the next 15 minutes, and then it'd be really cool if I can finish this gameplay at the top of one of the many mountains. And then we're going to play some angry Scottish game simulator. Ah, you're winning. Climbing. No, you fell. Nelly. Nelly does this all the time to me, and I complain about it, so I'm going to do it to them. If you would like to go follow a wonderful moth-based streamer who are like, just, I really enjoy listening to Nelly speak because you never know what they're actually going to say. Go and follow Nelly. They 100% don't have a mouth behind on their foot. You know, they have two mouths. One is like here, and one is like here, but this one is a secret. I told everybody. I'm telling everybody on the internet. That moth has a mouth for an eyeball. Jim, I generally start to think, am I the only non-streamer follower of yours? No, there are some non-streamers. I think the most vocal people are, a lot of them are content creators. Or at least have tried content creating in the past. I don't stream Dilemma, yeah. And Dilemma I met through another streamer. Or I was introduced to Dilemma through another streamer. It's a whole, I think content creators, I think it's very easy for other streamers to be very active in other people's chats because they wanna see what other streamers are doing. But there are smatterings of non-streamers in the community. I started to feel it implied, but I will say on the subject of starting to Twitch stream, it's not for everybody, but I would recommend it, like, at least once. After all that struggle, I finally made it. Go me. It took me a couple of tries over the years, but I knew I could make it. Some froggies make it look so easy, though. There used to be a crazy scientist around these parts who'd scale this mountain in minutes. Streaming has done so many wonderful things for me in terms of my own being, the people that I now know and socialize with on a regular basis, my own capacity to just like speak, because I was very quiet before I started this entire experience. Streaming is really good. If you have anxiety for public speaking, there are ways to mitigate that, and at the same time, it's different than being in front of people because you're not really. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you can turn this off and these people will never hear from you again. It's really good. So if there's any part of you that would ever want to try it, I say do it, but it's not for everybody. Yeah, I think once you start streaming, you start to appreciate chatters in a way that inspires you to chat more. It was my level of anxiety. Like, I was very quiet before I started this entire experience. I am not... Streaming helps me a lot with letting myself be a fool in front of people. That helps. That's helpful in getting me to try new things. I have found... The biggest benefit I have taken away from streaming, outside of the people that I know, obviously, outside of getting to know the people that I do, the biggest benefit I have taken away from streaming that's affected my daily life, well, it's two things. I now have a thing that's mine, as much as we share the community between me and Dolly. Like, I can come onto my channel, I can do my own thing, and it's really good to have a creative focus that is... It's basically my own. I get that I share it with Dolly, but I get that I share the community with Dolly, but it's basically my own. It's like a thing that I do, and it's like I can like hyper focus on it, and it's absolutely brilliant. But also, as a side benefit, the speaking that I do in this format has helped me massively with the speaking that I do at work. There is not really much crossover in terms of subject matter, but I find since doing this whole Twitch thing, if I go into a meeting, like before I would have sat there quietly, I would have sort of like raised a couple of points and been sort of like, yeah, that's enough. Now I can lead a meeting, and I couldn't do that before. Yeah, I feel weird if I'm the only one in the stream it's not a streamer. I know, since a lot of the time I'm watching while I'm doing something else, so I can fade in and out. I just, like, lurkers always welcome. Do things at your own speed. Don't eat yellow snow, as proven by the frog in this game. And generally just have a good time in whatever you're doing. If you don't have a creative, basic outcome, if you don't have a creative outlet in your life, I highly recommend you try and find one and try and make something your own, because I did not realize how much I needed one until I had it, and now if it was gone, I'd be very upset. I do not know. I would not be the person I am today. I've been, without getting too dramatic, they say that anyone who reaches the shed of despair will feel an overwhelming sadness. They weren't wrong. The shed of despair? Okay, fine. I'm trying to think of the way to word this. Like, in my adult life, since turning 18, like, in terms of progression, I would say I've been probably 4 people. You change a lot. You turn 18 and you're that person at 18, and you're formed by your own experiences. I had a rough period around my 18 to 20s. Imagine being an adult when 18. I'm not sure how I'm not sure if I even am now. But you go through progression. Like, I would say I'm not the person that I was when I'm 18, in the same way that I'm not the same person now as I was when I was 20 or 25 or 30. And the latest version of myself is directly influenced by Twitch streaming. And I kind of like that person. Don't tell anybody I said that, because I'm also extremely self-deprecating a lot. But I kind of like who I am with Twitch. And that's amazing, because I didn't have that before. Imagine being an adult when I'm 18. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I found the remains of a strange contraption just behind you. I wonder what it did. It looks like some sort of wacky invention. I bet it did something really cool. Okay, is this that thing over here? What is this? It looks like a table. It me. Free Chimken compliments himself, redeem. I also like who you are now too, not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things. Point saved. I like who I am with Twitch too. It's crazy. Learning how to love myself is such a process. There are days when I have, like, don't get me wrong, there are days when there are days when I'm self-deprecating and chat calls me out, which is why, and it is my natural position to be self-deprecating, which is why the compliment redeem does exist. But we're good. Me and Chimken are pretty good right now. Or it varies, but me and Chimken, like in the grander conceptual sense, are pretty good. Pilgrims from all over the world come to climb this mountain. They say when you... See, we've played a cozy, wholesome game, and now we're talking about feelings. This is why I don't play wholesome games, because I don't want to talk about feelings. They say when you reach the top, you will experience spiritual enlightenment. I've already done that, and I've already experienced it, thank you, today. I hope the radios you are placing don't ruin the summit's ambience. Feet can return at any moment. We're back, and there we're back to feet. We've come full circle. Many years ago, I met a scientist at the top of this mountain. He looked kind of like you. He told me his funky radio contraption was going to change the world. I wonder where that scientist is now. He's lost. I hope he's out there somewhere, changing the world for good. And Jura, I appreciate the compliment of you liking who I am, and it does mean a lot in the grander scheme of things, regardless of what you said. Here, this will make you feel feelings of growth. Want you to know all I did to the Nah, that's more funny. That's funny to me. Talking about being an adult, burps and farts still hilarious, regardless of what anybody says. Cannibalism too. Now, cannibalism is a subject of interest. It doesn't gross me out. That is a really interesting sentence I just said. 5 minutes until an ad. You know what we're going to do before I climb this mountain again? We're going to wrap up, and I'm going to go on a break. We're going to wrap up, and I'm going to go on a break. Let me just snooze the thing once, and then we'll get back to it. Okay. So, chat, at the end of, like, I'm halfway through the stream. I'm not leaving. We're playing a different game, but all of the gameplay that I record goes unedited out onto my YouTube channel. I top and tail each section, so each VOD that's then on YouTube has an ending and then a beginning of the next one when I go to the next game. It makes a lot of sense in my head, and I still don't know why anybody doesn't why nobody does this, but it's probably because I don't edit anything because I'm lazy. So in the meantime, we're going to say some words, and it's super important that I do this. Chat, I'm really glad you exist. This game has been another game this week that is well outside of my wheelhouse, but we've had plenty of people in chat, and people are still showing up. And I'm trying to get my head around this concept that people are here to see me as much as they are to see the actual gameplay that I'm playing, because that is crazy to me. So please bear with while I get round this concept. I did say yesterday when I finished playing Forza that I'm going to try and not focus on that as an issue. We are going to focus on the fact that actually we're just going to play games that we want to play, and people will turn up regardless. Sort of. You know what I mean. I'm not trying to big myself up. I'm just saying personal growth has happened this week. It's been great. Cannibalism is a fun to talk. I love thinking about it. Wheelhouse. Don't mind me. Wheelhouse? I'm not sure I understand. But yeah, it's been fun. Froggy Game is amazing, and it probably will be back. I don't know. I'm not really sure in what format. It was just a random indie game I picked up, but I think this has been a pretty reasonable talking stream. So add it to the pile. There is a fairly sizable pile. This game came out, yes, the day before yesterday. If you are looking for a really good time, a really wholesome sort of, the passive audio is great, the gameplay is fine. The only negative is that the musical the volume sliders don't have a number. Wheelhouse. Image being, oh, thank you. Sorry, imagine being called Wheelhouse. Sorry, I get what you mean. The only it gets Chimken's seal of approval. The only complaint when the only complaint I have about a game is because the volume sliders don't have a number on it. I might get it to play today because it looks so fun. It is fun. You should try it. The only negative I have is that the volume sliders don't have numbers assigned to them, and that is literally the only complaint. It's been good. It's been great. We'll play it again. Imagine, thank you for reading what I'm not writing but really want to. Kitty, what are you saying? I'm trying to wrap up, and I'm reading what your responses are. We are going to switch over to another game, so I'm going to finish this spiel real quick because I can see my timer going down before the next ad is going to play. So, chat, I want you to know that I'm glad you exist. I also want you to know that I'm super proud of you. I ask you to tell me something that I can be proud of you for at the beginning of my streams. So at the end, I've decided to sort of like phrase the ending bit slightly differently, because before I was just saying that I was proud of you for something. But now it's going to be a little bit more focused moving forward. Because I'm glad you exist, but I'm also proud of you for continuing to exist. The world that we live in is a really complicated place right now, and the fact that you are perpetuating yourself as best as you can. Things might feel rough some days, but at the same time, you're still here and you're still continuing to do this thing that you're doing on a daily basis. I'm super proud of you for that. You do not have to be in my chat. You do not have to lurk. You do not have to watch my content. You do not have to lurk. So I'm just going to start this bit again. I have this rehearsed in my brain. You do not have to watch my content. You do not have to be in chat. You do not have to lurk, although it is always appreciated. What I want you to continue and to focus on really hard is continuing to exist. Because I'm super proud of you for being able to do that. If my content can make that entire process any easier, that's the bit that I want you to focus on. You never have to be here for me. I want you to be here for you. And that's that. Because we're halfway through, I'm not going to do the entirety of Fucksgiving. Fucksgiving usually works in two ways. I ask chat to tell me something that they give a fuck about, but because we're going quick and because I can see the timer going down real fast, I'm just going to go straight to it. My partner and I, DollyWhiskers, lost somebody very important to us at the end of 2023. It is at this point of the stream that we do a little bit of a vibe check. So I invite everybody in chat to type "fuck cancer." You will not be penalized by the auto mod. It is a little ritual that we do on a streamly basis, and it's just a thing. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, chat. Absolutely perfect. You did it without fault. I applaud you. You're absolutely fantastic human beings. And thank you, as always, for helping me do weird shit on the internet. We're going to switch to a spooky game. But at the same time, I need to take a leave of absence. I might be more than 10 minutes. Because what I meant to do before I went live today was do our Tesco's delivery order. And I didn't do that. So now I have to go do that. So I'm going to put a timer on for 10 minutes. But if the timer runs out, I'll be back as soon as I can.